I think the importance is that it's very heavily embedded in the community, both of the university, but also in the community, like its regional community, and it supports the economic development as well as the health, and it's just kind of a holistic approach to making sure that we're making the most use of, like, I don't want to say resources, but like the resources at our disposal, which are the captive audience, the fact that we all need food, ideally they would be working in public benefit specifically rather than private profit. I mean, the ideal food system is, I guess one thing that I haven't mentioned throughout this interview is the importance of it being democratic, really. Like the word democratic hasn't been used, but as long as it's democratic and it answers to the needs of the community directly without having to go through all the hoops and all of the effort it takes to show some for-profit provider that like there's enough dissatisfaction that it will become slightly less profitable, so they better change their behavior. If we can have a little bit more integrity in our systems to allow for changes to happen, because of ethical and moral reasons and things like this, rather than purely economic, or at least, anyways, the economics are important, but they shouldn't be the only thing. But so I guess democratic, as local as possible, reducing waste as much as possible, supporting vulnerable parts of the community through employment programs would be very nice. Having curriculum components would be helpful, and then always keeping in mind that our success here can be copied somewhere else, and so really taking the time to make every part of it intentional, and creating the framework for improvements as it moves forward all the time. So, I mean, it's really difficult to say what an ideal food system would be, because I don't think it's up to any one particular person, but I think inclusive, democratic. Some people would probably say healthy, but I think there's also room for comfort foods alongside health and things like that. So I don't think it should be imposing. And yeah, embedded in the community, like I had said.